Even if you've got an ounce of decency. Now, I'll put that another way. I'm begging you, all right? I'm begging you. For April's sake, don't tell her about this.
This obviously means a lot to you.
It means a lot more to April and Julia.
I bet. All right, Logan. Tell you what. I won't say a word.
Thank you.
But I want one little thing in return.
Well, that figures. What is it?
When you go back to the office this afternoon, I want you to call Mike Carr and tell him that you want to drop the custody suit.
You gotta be kidding.
Nope. I want you to promise that we will settle this thing out of court.
An out-of-court settlement consisting of what?
I know how much you love Jamie, and I respect that. I really do. I promise I'll be very, very liberal with my visitation rights. You can see him as often as you want, practically all the time.
Then what do you get out of all of this?
I want it on record that I am the controlling parent.
Oh, you just want the upper hand, that's all.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal. If you agree, you get Jamie, and I don't tell April.
I think I'll pass.
Why? If you sign on the dotted line, you get everything you want.
I don't get full and permanent control of Jamie, and I swore I'd settle for nothing less.
Oh, Logan, come on, be practical. This is the next best thing, and it's guaranteed. If you go to court, you might lose Jamie and never see him again.
If you have any control over Jamie's future, he's the one that stands to be the loser. You don't deserve to have Jamie, and God knows he doesn't deserve you.
Well, I just wonder what April's reaction's going to be when she finds out that the stiff in the coffin that she cried and cried over may not be Draper.
Well, she's a lot tougher than you think she is. I don't think she's going to fall apart.
Well, we'll just see about that.
However, I don't think I'm going to let you tell her about this.
Oh, you're going to throw me off the ledge?
No. But I'll tell her myself. That way she'll hear it with a little compassion instead of sadistic delight.
Wait a minute. All right, I'll compromise. Tell you what, I have an idea that you just may be able to deal with.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by Era, the detergent that does your whole wash all by itself.
It's great the way our families get along, sharing the summer home and sharing the chores.
Hey, are you trying to con me into doing all this laundry?
I'll let you use my powder.
For all this dirt? Era does more.
Not more than my powder.
Then why you need that spray?
Well, for like hamburger grease, powder needs help.
And liquid for collars?
So?
So if your powder needs all that help, why use it?
Well,
Era has ingredients like powder, sprays, and this for collars. Era does it all by itself.
my whole wash, even that grease?
Sure, I'll even pin it so we don't forget. A little rub here, some on the collars.
Well, what do you know? Era sure cleaned these dirty jeans and these sheets and T-shirts.
Not to mention,
The collars are clean. But hey, what about that grease?
there's the pin.
But where's the spot? Era did it.
All by itself. Could your powder do all that?
No way.
Now you do the folding.
Era does it.
All by itself.
Okay, Logan, why don't we just sit down and discuss this thing rationally, okay? Okay. You say that you want to have a messy court battle. Okay, fine. We'll have a good time. But why don't you leave her out of this?
What, are you joking?
No, I'm not. If you don't call her on the stand to testify, then I will leave here without saying anything more than, have a nice day, April.
You're incredible, you know that? You're just incredible.
Logan, you're the one who keeps telling me what a good case you have without calling her on the stand.
Well, you're the one that destroyed that letter, which is why I need her testimony.
Well, you're the one who's going to benefit from this whole deal.
Just how do you figure that?
Because I know how difficult it will be for you to call poor April on the stand now that you've put her on such a pedestal.
Yeah, I don't want to call her on the stand. I know it can be rough up there, but she knows how important it is for Jamie to be with me, and she's willing to do what's necessary to see that he is.
You're getting a lot of mileage out of her, aren't
The
you?
only reason that April is caught between us is because you thought her place was the perfect dumping ground for Jamie when you took off for England.
Only temporary.
No, please spare me that fable. I've heard it before.
Well, you know, I'm just sitting here thinking, if I tell April that Draper might still be alive, she's not the only one who will suffer. I'm thinking of poor little Julia, spending the rest of her life wondering if her daddy will ever come home.
Raven, you are a terribly sick woman.
And then, of course, there's sweet April. If she has one glimmer of hope that her husband may return, she will lock herself up here on this ivory tower and spend the rest of her life waiting. And then where will you be?
I always heard that beauty was only skin deep, and here you are, living proof. Inside, you are ugly.
Skin deep used to be good enough for you. Still fighting it, aren't you? Trying to convince yourself that an anemic blonde is what you want. Well, look, you might as well give up all hope after I tell her about Draper.
You want to know something funny? I pity you.
Save your pity for April, because she's gonna need it.
You got a deal. I'll keep her out of this.
You swear?
Oh, sure. I'll keep her off the stand. It's not going to do you any good, though. I still got you dead to rights on this abandonment charge.
Well, you just keep fighting, honey.
And, Raven, don't forget that in order to win, you will have to perjure yourself. That means risking going to jail for the sake of the joys of motherhood. Somehow, I don't think you're going to do that.
I'll see you in court. All right, April, we're all finished. You can come down now.
Well, I certainly hope you and Logan have gotten everything all straightened out.
We sure did, but now I have to go somewhere.
Wait a minute, Raven.
No, really, I'd love to stay for coffee, but I don't have time.
But you had some earth-shattering news to tell me.
Well, that I did.
Well,
I guess you'll just have to ask Logan now. He's got all kinds of secrets. Look, why don't we get together for lunch sometime soon, okay? Bye-bye.
thing all right?
Couldn't be better.
Well, then why are you so upset?
Raven has that effect on me. I'll get over it, though. 5 years, 10.
You know, I think I know why Raven came over here.
You do? Why?
She, wanted to find out about us, if there was anything, you know, between us.
Well, you know Raven. She didn't invent gossip, but she certainly perfected it.
Yeah.
I've intruded on you enough this morning. I think I better go.
Logan?
Yeah?
Are you hungry?
Well, I hadn't thought about it.
Well, Molly and Julia are in the park, and it is almost lunchtime, and I don't like to eat alone.
Which way to the kitchen?
Really, I'd like nothing better, but considering how long it's going to... But considering how long it's going to take me to get there, to get back, we're not going to have very much time to eat. And since I've just started at the factory, this is no time for me to start coming in late.
But this isn't the kind of good news I want to share with you over the phone, and I don't know if I can wait until dinner.
Ah, something tells me that you're feeling very good about your interview with Dr. Kavanaugh.
Yes. Starting Monday morning, we're both going to be leaving the house bright and early. I got the job.
Congratulations, that's wonderful, honey.
Yeah, you know how worried I was that I wouldn't be qualified. Well, Dr. Kavanaugh was very impressed with my credentials.
Look, in a couple of weeks, he's going to wonder how we ever got along without you.
Well, running Daddy's office counted for more than I even thought it would, because he didn't even bother to interview any other candidates. And he's so nice, Kirk. I'm really going to like working for him.
Emily, hearing you sound this good makes me feel very happy.
Well, everything is going so well for us, Kirk. It's so perfect. Gosh, it's almost frightening.
Yeah. You know what? I think I am going to come home.
Lisa, look. Your new brother's waving at you. He wants you to help me give him his bath. You can bring me the Q-tip swabs, okay?
Okay.
He likes Q-tips because they're so soft. See?
Q-tips, the original soft swab. Just look at that soft cushion of cotton.
Mommy, am I still your baby?
Oh, Lisa, you're my baby girl.
Q-tip swabs, the softest thing in the world next to your baby.
Two houses almost identical. 485 contains one cigar, two kids, one dog, one very smelly carpet. 487 contains one cigar, two kids, one dog, no smelly carpet, one carpet fresh. The rug and room deodorizer that overcomes odors trapped in the rug and leaves a fresh, clean smell. And Carpet Fresh makes a visible difference used regularly. Its patented anti-soil formula helps the carpet in 487 look fresher, too. No wonder 485 can always be found in 487.
We didn't include the unicorn in this feature we're doing on the Inn night spots here in Monticello, but after Miles and my visit last night, considering the lack of crowds, I would say no way.
Then anyone who wanted to rub elbows with the so-called beautiful people would have to go elsewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, beautiful people or no, it was an interesting evening. Very interesting. I saw a familiar face.
Anyone I know?
No. Well, it's someone you know of. It's that young girl that I told you about, the one that's been following me around.
Do you mean she followed you there?
Oh, no. She's a waitress at the Unicorn. She had something very interesting to tell me.
Well, I hope she had some explanation for her behavior.
Yes, she did. She's curious about me.
Because you're a television personality?
No. Because she claims that she's my half-sister.
Your what?
I know. It sounds incredible, doesn't it?
Not incredible. It's impossible. Nicole, I've traveled in the same political circles as your father, Ben Travis. I knew your family before you were born, and I can tell you, you are an only child.
Jody Travis. That's the name she uses, Jody Travis. She says that she's the daughter of my father and a woman that he had an affair with for several years. Geraldine, I've heard rumors that my father had a lady friend. Well, of course, we can't tell if she's telling the truth or not, but still, it was a shock to learn that I might have a sister after all of these years.
Are you sure she didn't want something more than just a family reunion?
I don't know.
Nicole, in my experience, when relatives start popping up out of the woodwork, it's usually because they want something. Like a handout, for instance.
She didn't ask for anything. Of course, it's too soon to know.
Just the same, I'd be on my guard if I were you. And certainly, I would look into that young lady's background.
Miles feels the same way. But she's just 18, Geraldine. I think I can handle her.
Watch your toes. Look up. All right. Whoa, what do you think you're doing?
I think I'm doing fine.
Oh, I know, you're moving with all the grace of a wounded duck.
I think I pulled a hamstring.
Yeah, well, if you came in 10 minutes before the lesson started instead of 10 minutes after, you would have time to warm up properly.
Why do you always get on my case? Pick on somebody else for a change.
I like picking on you. It's good for you. All right, let's take it from the top.
Susan Lane and her daughter Carrie often fool people.
Mom looks so young, people think we're sisters. Even her hands look young, similar to mine. Showing fabrics as I do, I want my hands to look good. So I take care of them. And I use a mild dishwashing liquid, too. She uses Ivory Liquid, and so do I. Because you're never too young to take care of your hands.
It's never too soon for Ivory Liquid. Feel the softness of Ivory Liquid. It's mild, helps care for hands. It helps hands stay young-looking.
Even the suds feel soft.
Yet nothing gets dishes cleaner than Ivory Liquid.
It cleans really well. But mainly I love the mildness. And I want to keep my hands looking young, like Mom's. I think I've got a real good start with Ivory Liquid.
Get mild Ivory Liquid because young-looking hands are worth holding on to.
Could you write a television commercial?
No.
How about for a product you believe in? How about your Tide?
Yes, it's a reliable product.
This is my friend Pam. Our boys love feeding the animals on her neighbor's farm. And I'm going to show Pam how Tide cleans that muddy dirt better than her powder.
I've used that powder a long time.
Look, they've really ground in that muddy dirt. Now we'll take this dirty sock and put it in John's pocket to mark his jeans and wash them in Tide. Then we'll take Matt's jeans and wash them in your powder.
I can still see mud on these jeans.
These are cleaner.
Bet they're mine.
No, these are the Tide pants.
And even the sock is clean. Maybe I better switch.
I'm very loyal to Tide.
Women trust Tide. It's the best detergent on American soil.
Oh, wow. Maybe I'm dreaming. I'm not dreaming.
Errol King needs Coast Deodorant Soap. The eye opener. A crisp, exhilarating scent and handfuls of bubbly lather make you feel more than clean. Refreshing Coast. It actually brings you back to life.
Do I feel good today?
How are you getting to work today?
Backstroke. Bring yourself back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap. The eye opener.
Can I help you?
They're very good.
Well, if you came to learn the foxtrot and the tango, I'm afraid you're in the wrong place. We deal strictly with jazz and ballet, that sort of thing.
No, I wasn't interested in taking any lessons.
Well, if you're selling something, you came to the wrong place, too. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, look who's here.
Hello, Jody.
I never expected you to come down here. How did you find me?
Well, you told me you were taking lessons near the Unicorn. This is the only studio in the neighborhood.
Well, you're not just handsome. You've got brains, too.
Jody, I told you. One of the rules around here is no stage door Johnnies hanging around. It's not good for your concentration.
Lighten up, will you? Gavin is a real taskmaster.
Well, maybe you'd better introduce us, huh?
Oh. Gavin Wiley, this is Dr. Miles Cavanaugh. Dr. Cavanaugh, Gavin Wiley.
How are you?
Jody hasn't been in town too long. She's obviously made friends fast.
Oh, Miles isn't a friend, exactly. I mean, he is a friend, but, well, he's something more to me.
Oh, I see.
Miles is my brother-in-law. He's married to my sister.
You never said anything about having family in Monticello.
Oh, well, one of the reasons I came to Monticello was to find my long-lost sister. She works at the TV station down here.
Oh, that explains the little shrine you have by your locker.
Oh, I put a few publicity shots up of Nicole on the wall. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your big sister, is there?
Listen, Jody, I'd like to talk to you privately if we could.
Oh, sure. Except there isn't too much privacy here.
Well, how about I take you to lunch?
I don't think Jody can make it. She doesn't go to lunch.
Give me a break, Gavin.
Well, we haven't finished the lesson yet. And then I still want to work on a couple of moves after the spins.
Oh, listen, that's all right. I won't take you away from a lesson. Really.
It's no big deal. We'll pick it right up after lunch.
Yeah, well, you'll be no good to me right after lunch.
Doctor, you have got yourself a lunch date.
Something tells me that your talk with Raven has ruined your appetite.
Something tells you correctly. While we're on the subject of food, I'm not going to be able to make our dinner date tomorrow night either.
What?
I'm sorry.
Logan, you know you're going to give me a complex. I think this is the second dinner date this week you've backed out on. I mean, should I dye my hair or something?
No,
black?
please, no, don't.
Purple.
As a matter of fact, I'm not going to be able to see you for a week, maybe more.
Why not?
Not going to be here. I've got a little vacation time coming to me. I thought I'd take it.
I see. Well, you deserve it. I think it's absolutely terrific. Should get away from everything for a while, including me.
How can you think that?
What do you mean, how can I think that? You have been decidedly cooler towards me for at least a week or so, and it is not my imagination.
Well, it's just the work that I've had to do recently. I got a couple of cases on my desk that are driving me up the wall. One in particular.
Why don't you just tell me a little more about your vacation? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do?
I'm going to go upstate. I try a little fishing.
Sounds good.
Hope you'll be able to keep Raven away from your elevator door.
Don't worry about me, Logan. Besides, Raven is the only one who thinks we're friends.
Well, I want you to have some company while I'm away.
Well, thank you. That is just very considerate of you. Are you finished?
Yes, thank you.
Besides, Emily Michaels and I have been spending a lot of time together.
Michaels, I owe you an apology. I owe you a dozen apologies.
That many? Whatever for?
Well, I told you I was going to pay a call on the reclusive Mr. Michaels, and I just never got around to it. I didn't get a chance.
I guess it's because of this tremendous workload you've been telling me about.
Well, I don't suppose you've had a chance to make his acquaintance yet, have you?
No. Emily has told me that he has ensconced himself in Oakdale. He lives and works there now.
Well, that would mean you'd have to go up there in order to say hello, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I do.
Well!
Oh, look who's here.
Home, sweet home.
What's she doing?
Oh, she's sleeping.
Just woke up.
Oh, good.
How was your walk in the park?
It's perfectly lovely. I met two very nice new mothers, and now Julia has a couple of friends her own age.
Oh, your daughter's becoming a social butterfly, huh? How you doing, gorgeous?
Oh, I'm sorry. Molly, this is a friend of mine, Logan Swift. This is Molly Sherwood, my housekeeper.
That's nice to meet you, Mr. Swift.
Nice to meet you, Miss Sherwood. I've heard a lot of good things about you. Hope you're taking good care of these ladies. They're very special.
I'll do my best. Well, you'll excuse me. I think it's obviously late for our nap.
Oh, poor sweetie. Whoops.
Whoa, excuse me,
Don't worry about the
Mrs.
carriage.
Scott.
I'll put it away.
Thank you. Come on, darling, up to bed.
Sleep, baby.
She seems very nice.
Yeah, she is. Does a terrific job around the house, and she's wonderful with Julia.
Well, thanks for lunch. I guess I better go.
Anytime.
Call you before I leave, all right?
Thanks.
I will see you. And soon.
Have you, gotten anything?
Like what?
Well, I mean, you used to, well, you used to kiss me goodbye. Forget it.
Well, no, I don't think I will forget it. I mean, when you're right, you're right. Elevators.
Yeah.
Flies? Are you kidding? We have no pests.
Mosquitoes? No, darling. We have no pests.
If you use a spray, get the famous No Pest Strip, too. With both, you'll kill more bugs, because the strip kills round the clock, 24 hours a day. The No Pest Strip. It's 24-hour protection.
Flies? Mosquitoes? Ridiculous.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand, 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me. But they hold on tight in the back of Band-Aid clean and soapy such.
Only Band-Aid brand adhesive bandages from Johnson & Johnson have our Super Stay-On adhesive. You'll notice the difference because it stays on you better than anything else you can buy.
I am stuck on Band-Aid, 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me.
Steve enlists the aid of a larcenous beauty to help retrieve a priceless statue. Lee Majors and Farrah Fawcett star The $6 Million Man tonight at 6:30. Then later, Ingrid Bergman, Charles Boyer, and Joseph Cotton star in an intense drama of a diabolical husband and his plot to drive his wife insane in Gaslight. Tonight's movie at 8 o'clock on Channel 48.
I got it. Hello.
April, hi. I'm so glad I found you in.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I couldn't be better. And once again, I owe it all to you.
And what did I do this time?
I got the job with your brother. I'm starting on Monday.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. For you and my brother.
April, how am I ever going to repay you?
Emily, you don't owe me anything.
You know, I'm really glad. Well, I'm glad that you're my friend.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think now that you're working for my brother, we will even be closer and better friends. How's that?
Listen, I will call you Monday night and tell you how my first day went, okay? Good. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Gosh, I've got to think about what I'm going to wear.
Mrs. Michael.
Yes.
My name's Logan Swift. I'm a friend of April Scott's.
Oh, yes, she's mentioned you. Please come in.
Thank you. She's told me a great deal about you and your husband as well.
Yeah. Nice things, I hope.
Oh, yeah. I just found myself in the neighborhood. Thought I'd drop in and meet the couple that bought her house.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Hope it's not a bad time.
Oh, no, not at all. Why don't come in, sit down, relax, and, well, can I get you some coffee?
I think that'd be very nice. If there's no trouble.
No trouble at all.
Thank you.
Kirk will be home any minute.
Wonderful.
Sue Conlon, where is your brown bottle of Lysol?
Lysol brand disinfectant in the linen closet. I use it every time I clean to kill germs in the bathroom and deodorize and disinfect the bathroom bowl.
Ellie McGuire, where is your brown bottle of Lysol?
The baby's room. I use it every time I clean the nursery.
Patty Otis, where is your brown bottle of Lysol?
In my cleaning bucket.
Your
cleaning bucket?
Sure. So I can't forget to use it every time I clean.
Where is your brown bottle of Lysol?
Inside your carpet, there's a jungle teeming with odors. Smoke odors, pet odors, musty, dusty odors. They make their home in your carpet and fill your room with their smells.
That's why you love my carpet.
The Rug and Room Deodorizer from the makers of Lysol products. Just sprinkle and vacuum. It gets rid of odors in the room by getting rid of odors in the rug.
And here's great news. Now Love My Carpet comes in Floral Fresh and Citrus Fresh scents, too.
3609, because it means money in your pocket. This is our opinion, and we welcome yours.
WKBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.